Hello students, in this video we will learn how to change active voice of the sentences beginning with its time to or the sentences having modals in them. First we will pick up the sentences with its time to. The sentences of its time to, they always begin with its time to. That's why it is mentioned over here. The active voice always begins with these words only. There is no other option. So let's see one active voice of this type. It's trying to submit the report. Suppose this is the sentence. It's time to submit the report. So how to change this into passive voice? We will take steps. Its time remains as it is. We'll start our passive voice with its time only. Its time. Then its time will be followed by 4. 4 will be followed by, 4 is not mentioned in the active voice. We have to add the word from our side. And it's always 4. No change for any type of the sentences. 4. Then subject, because we'll identify what is object in the active voice and the same word or group of the words will become our subject. Then we use the verb section, and over here we find to is followed by submit, means first form of the verb. So this will change into to plus be plus third form of the verb, and it will be our passive voice. So let's change the sentence. It's time to submit the report. It becomes it's time. We used the first segment of the sentence, first step you can say. Then we have to use the word for over here. Then it should be followed by the subject. What is object? We have to find it out in the active voice, and our object is the report. Submit what? Report. So in active voice, the report is our object which we have to make into subject in the passive voice. So for the report, subject to be followed by the word to. So let's use the word to. To need to be followed by be, and then third form of the verb. In active voice we have the verb submit. So submit becomes submitted. And full stop. So this has become our sentence. It's time for the report to be submitted. This is the passive of active of this sentence. Now let's take one more example so that we can understand with a bit better clarity. It's time to play the match. Suppose this is our active voice. So how to change into passive? Let's apply the steps we have already created. It's time. It's time followed by for, followed by subject. So over here, what is object of this sentence? It's time to play the match. To play what? The match. So the match is object. In passive voice, object becomes subject. For the match, we have used subject. Then we'll use to. To actually already given over there in the verb section. The same will be using to. To is followed by be, and then the verb which is in first form will change into third form, and it will be played. Let's remove the sign of plus, and our sentence becomes, it's time for the match to be played. So this is how we can convert the sentences which begin with it's time to into the passive voice. Now we learn how to change the sentences having modals. Let me rub the board for that. So in modals, the sentences which are having modals, so in active form of the sentence, modals are always followed by first form of the verb. When you change into passive voice, so modal will be followed by be, and then verb will change into third form. This much we have to keep in mind. The rest of the rules will be just the same as we have learned earlier. So let's take an example of the active voice. I can speak 3 languages. So we see can is modal, and it is followed by first form of the verb which is speak, as I told, modal followed by first form of the verb, and speak what? 3 languages. So 3 languages is our object. Can speak, this is the verb segment, and I is subject of the sentence. Now if we have to change this into passive voice, this will be the formula. Rest of the things I told will be the same. So let's bring object in the place of subject, and it becomes 3 languages can speak. Modal plus be plus V3. So modal is can, will retain the modal as it is, and it will be followed by be, and then speak becomes spoken in its third form, and generally we use by after it. The same will be using over here also. And I, when it comes in the place of object, I becomes me. This is quite clear by now because we have done all these areas in earlier videos. So I can speak 3 languages. When it changed into passive voice becomes 3 languages can be spoken by me. Let's pick up one more sentence. Active voice. We should respect the tricolor. If this is the sentence and we need to change it into passive voice, so how it becomes? First we need to find out subject. So we are talking about we, our subject, then verb section, should and respect, modal followed by first form of the verb, and the tricolor. What to respect? The tricolor. Obviously this is our object. When we change into passive voice, we will bring the object forward, and the sentence will start with the tricolor. Subject is there, and then modal, and modal is should. In active voice, the same modal will keep in passive also, but the change will be over here. Just after modal, we have to put up the be form of the verb, and then we'll use third form of the verb, which make it respected, and preposition by, and we, when goes into the place of object, changes into us. So our active voice was we should respect the tricolor, and it is converted into passive like the tricolor should be respected by us. So this is how we can change the sentences beginning with it's time to and the sentences having modals in them into passive voice. So that's all for today, children. Thank you so much.